People like Chumlee from Pawn Stars, and he shocked everyone when he passed out in court after hearing his sentence. This shocking event not only made Pawn Stars fans angry, but it also made people want to know more about Chumlee's personal problems and battles. Today we'll look more closely at that exciting courtroom scene and think about how Chumlee's life has changed since Pawn Stars. This video will go over the shocking events that led to this happening. It will also talk about why Chumlee was punished and how his life has changed a lot over the years. Watch out. You won't want to miss the interesting stories, puzzles, and one-of-a-kind problems he's faced along the way. Wait until you see what we're about to find out. To find out about the next video, don't forget to like, share, and follow. The popular Pawn Stars star Austin Chumlee Russell has made a name for himself in the hearts of any TV fan. Chumlee won the hearts of millions of viewers around the world for more than a decade with his unique personality, sense of humor, and easygoing attitude. But after he became famous, his life took a big turn when he had to deal with major legal problems. This started a whole new, unexpected part of his life. During his time on Pawn Stars, Chumlee became famous for both his funny one-liners and awkward situations, and for being a smart collector. As an example, he did something very brave when he bought a professional pinball game. The team and fans were amazed by this choice. Under the silly clown persona, Chumlee quietly showed how knowledgeable and skilled he was in the world of collectibles, winning the respect of both his co-workers and the audience. Chumlee is famous for more than just being on TV. He has also been great in business with clothing lines, a candy brand, and live talk shows. He has made millions of dollars from these projects, and a big chunk of those gains has helped him deal with the unexpected legal problems he faced. However, Chumlee had personal problems that would later shape his journey, even though he was very successful in business. As Pawn Stars became famous all over the world, Chumlee moved on to a new part of his work. Even though he was successful and well-known, he was having a fight inside that most people didn't see. Fame can make you feel like you can't be defeated, but Chumlee said, "I just wanted to find peace in my life." Personal problems, rising stress, and unplanned legal issues made him face a truth that no one, not even Chumlee, could have seen coming. When Chumlee went into court recently, it was the worst time of his life. As the judge got ready to give the final decision, things got tense. When Chumlee heard the news, he seemed shocked and unable to accept it. He then fell into a deep moment of thought. The whole courtroom was shocked and silent. There was a thick fog of disbelief in the air. This exciting case involving a well-known star in a law, with facts you didn't know before, will keep you on the edge of your seat. Even though he has had a lot of problems, Chumlee has continued to win the love and support of his friends. People will remember him for a long time because he is honest and has a unique attitude. Chumlee is still an important part of Pawn Stars, even though he doesn't show up on TV as much. His story will always be remembered as a powerful example of following your dreams, getting past problems, and getting through life's hardest times. Chumlee, whose real name is Austin Russell, became famous on Pawn Stars because he was funny and easy to relate to. While the show was doing really well and Chumlee was becoming well-known, his life changed in a big way. He started out as an employee at a pawn shop and worked his way up to a life of luxury, buying expensive sports cars, a beautiful house, and an amazing collection of shoes and jewelry that left many people speechless. His wild parties and expensive shopping sprees, which were widely shared on social media, quickly got millions of views, showing how different his humble beginnings are from his glamorous public image. Chumlee became well known for both the funny things that happened on Pawn Stars and the amazing growth of his personal brand. Fans went crazy when he opened a Chumlee candy store in Las Vegas and put out behind-the-scenes gear. But fame came with more stress, and Chumlee found it hard to balance his personal life with his public image. He told the truth. "Fame makes you think you can't be defeated, but I just want to live a normal life." When police raided Chumlee's home in Las Vegas in March 2016, as part of an investigation into sexual assault claims, his life changed in a big way. Although the investigation itself shocked many, what really shocked them were the things that were found during the search, including guns and illegal drugs. This shocking news quickly went viral on social media, making many people rethink how they felt about the once-loved TV star. It looked like Chumlee was always happy and relaxed on Pawn Stars, but his real life was very different. A fan said, "Chumlee is always happy on TV, but he's a totally different person in real life." This caused a huge uproar on social media. People were shocked by how different Chumlee's public image was from his personal problems. This made people wonder about the future of both the star and the Pawn Stars show. Prosecutors charged Chumlee with multiple felonies after the search, including having drugs and firearms on his person, which could have very serious effects. If found guilty, Chumlee could have spent up to 20 years in jail. In addition to being shocking from a legal point of view, these charges were a big threat to Chumlee's public image, which he had worked hard to build up over the years. People who are fans were shocked by the story. Many people were left thinking if the TV star could get over this huge problem and start over with his life. Chumlee's life events have made people wonder not only about his future, but also about Pawn Star's future. This event turned into a shocking saga in which a TV star faced big legal and personal problems. Even though Chumlee is still a well-liked character on TV, it's still unclear whether he will be able to get past these problems and keep working. Austin Chumlee Russell, the popular star of Pawn Stars, was having one of the worst times of his life because his job was in danger. Chumlee is known for his funny moments on TV, but he is now facing serious accusations that could destroy the public image he worked so hard to build. In March 2016, police searched Chumlee's home in Las Vegas as part of a probe into claims of sexual assault. The public was shocked not by the nature of the initial probe, but by what was found during the search, such as drugs, weapons, and other related items. The results of this study quickly went viral on social media, making many people wonder why Chumlee's public image is so different from his real life. Chumlee's story shows how drugs can be both dangerous and tempting, especially for famous figures, and lead to bad things that were not planned for. What do you think about his trip? Share your thoughts below. Feel free to share your different point of view with us if you have one. Do you want to hear another story? Drop us a line and let us know. The public was shocked by Chumlee's change in image, both because of the court claims and because of how different he was from the charming and likable character they knew from Pawn Stars. The people had to face a truth that could not be ignored. Chumlee wasn't always the friendly, easy-to-talk-to figure that was shown on TV. Many fans have changed how they feel about the TV star because of the case and the posts, interviews, and conversations about it on social media. At Chumlee's trial, the prosecutor made the case seem very serious by listing the weapons and drugs that the cops had found. Chumlee was charged of having guns and illegal drugs, which put him in a very dangerous situation. Legal experts say that he could spend up to 20 years in jail if he is found guilty. Chumlee's lawyers said that he had never been arrested before and had no intention of hurting anyone, but the situation is still very serious. As plea talks started, the trial became more tense. Chumlee's freedom and job future were both at stake. There were heated arguments between the lawyers on both sides, who were thinking about every possible result. Even though Chumlee had a long and great career in show business, his public image was in danger because he could lose it all if he was found guilty. Chumlee's success has been linked to Pawn Stars, the reality TV show that millions of people watched with rapt attention. He became a popular figure because he was friendly and funny. His fans are very disappointed with the man behind the picture though. Meanwhile, Chumlee is going through a lot of personal and legal problems. He is now at a very important juncture in his life and work. This is more than just a court case. In a stark way, it shows how fragile public image can be and how often the truth is hidden behind the scenes. It's amazing how quickly TV stars' personal lives and jobs can change. Chumlee is proof that fame can't always hide the bad parts of people's lives. People are still watching to see if Chumlee can get through this and start over with his life. The future of both Chumlee and Pawn Stars is still uncertain. The courtroom was packed on the last day of the trial. Some fans were carrying signs supporting Chumlee, while others wore Pawn Stars shirts. People were very interested in the case, so the mood was both lively and tense. When Judge Michael Davidson handed down the sentence, Chumlee stood at the defendant's podium, getting ready to hear the final decision. The room became tense with anticipation. The heavy silence made every sound louder, even the court clerk's rustle of papers. In exchange for pleading guilty to one firearms charge and a lesser charge of possessing controlled substances, Chumlee made a deal with the prosecutors. Other charges were dropped. What Judge Davidson looked at were both the mitigating factors and the behavior that raised red flags in the case file. While Chumlee admitted that he was guilty, the judge emphasized how dangerous it was to have guns and drugs that were not listed, which was a major threat to the community. Chumlee was given 3 years of probation with strict rules, such as being closely watched, getting counseling, being tested for drugs regularly, and doing 200 hours of community service. The judge also said that all items that were seized during the probe had to be given back to the government permanently. What shocked everyone in the courtroom, though, was the strict condition that came with Chumlee's sentence. He would be sent to jail for 3 years right away if he broke any of the rules of his probation. He would not be able to get a new trial. In a stern voice, the judge gave the final ruling. "Mr. Russell, I'm giving you 3 years of tight probation. If you break the rules, you will go to jail right away for 3 years. Something happened that hit Chumlee like a heavy blow. It was a huge shock after months of trouble and the threat of a long prison term. As the judge read the rest of the sentence, Chumlee's feelings that he had been holding back suddenly came rushing back. His voice got weaker and harder to hear because of all the crazy thoughts going through his head. Sweat started to form on his forehead. In the middle of the chamber, Chumlee suddenly tripped and fell down. His lawyer ran over to try to calm him down, but it was too late. Once known for his sense of humor and good mood, the reality TV star was now lying still in front of everyone. The security staff stepped in quickly, and the sound of his labored breathing filled the tense air. Right away, medical help was called in. Someone ran to get water, and someone else cleared the way. The dramatic scene was caught on camera, and pictures of Chumlee passing out in court quickly made the front page of entertainment news. Lee, Chumlee's friend, used to make millions of people laugh, but now he has to watch as his friend deals with the serious effects of things he did in the past. There are a lot of unanswered questions about Chumlee's and Pawn Star's futures right now. His life and business are at a major turning point. This case is not only shocking from a legal point of view, but it's also a sharp reminder of how different reality TV stars' public lives are from their private ones. Austin Chumlee Russell's legal problems hit a breaking point in court, where he was facing serious charges. This is where he tragically fell down in front of the judge. A lot of tension filled the courtroom as the decision was read. Everyone in the courtroom was shocked when Chumlee broke down and collapsed, right there after pleading guilty and being given 3 years of strict probation. The shocking scene quickly hit the front page of entertainment news. People who like and work with Chumlee were obviously worried after what happened. Someone saw his longtime friend and co-worker Rick Harrison visit him in the days after the event. Hashtags like #Chumlee man and #GetInPawn quickly spread on social media, getting a lot of people to support Chumlee. 3 days later, Chumlee's familiar smile showed up again in a video statement he made at home, even though he was still upset. He talked about the situation honestly in the video, owning up to the mistakes he had made in the past, and showing the world a man ready to face his own problems. Facing the consequences of my actions is something that scares me deeply, Chumlee shared in the video. I need to make better choices, and I know the doctor was right. These heartfelt confessions marked a significant shift in Chumlee's public image. He was no longer the carefree or naive figure viewers had seen on screen, but a grown man learning how to confront his mistakes and seek redemption. Chumlee also admitted that fame and the life of a public figure had clouded his judgment, leading him to make mistakes that could cost him everything. Chumlee also shared that he is now focusing on recovery and making better choices in life. The show has been my family for many years, and I hope one day to make them proud, he said. While there has been no official announcement regarding his return to Pawn Stars, there are indications that the History Channel may be leaving the door open for him after his recovery. Chumlee is currently focused on meeting the court's requirements and working on legitimate projects, committed to rebuilding his life. This change marks not only a turning point in Chumlee's career, but also a new opportunity for him. His story has evolved into an inspiration, reminding us that while fame doesn't cause mistakes, it's how we rise after falling that truly defines us. If Chumlee does return, it will be the result of a journey filled with determination, sincerity, and the unwavering support of his fans. So we've delved into the intense events surrounding Chumlee and the courtroom moment, where he collapsed after hearing his sentence. This story has been both shocking and eye-opening, offering a glimpse into the challenges stars face beyond the spotlight. Chumlee has undergone many changes, and his journey hasn't always been smooth. His story serves as a reminder that fame doesn't shield anyone from life's hardships. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on more. Share your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.